Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be making something new. I haven't made it before. We're going to make a crab filling and we're going to stuff some wontons. And we're going to deep fry them in my little fryer. Or you can oven bake them or air fry them around 350 for, maybe about 12-15 minutes, something like that. But I'm gonna fry mine in oil. So let's get into this and get this party started, because it sounds like it's gonna be pretty easy. And it's also known as crab Rangoon. So, but it's a stuffing that's put inside of a wonton. So I'll show you how to put those together. All right, I'll bring you down to the workstation. Okay, I already got some parsley minced up. I'm gonna put that in. And I got some onion here. And normally you put green onion in this. I don't have any. So I'm using an old standby here. And we're just gonna chop this up finely. And I might not need all this half an onion. I think this is going to be something good. I'm going to put that in my bowl. And my fryer is ready, so that's good. And I'm using some claw meat, and I find this in my grocery store. And you can find it in Safeways, Albertsons, I believe, probably like a Kroger. If you're near the East Coast, this is blue crab. You could use a fresh blue crab right off the, once you catch them and cook them and stuff, because this is all pre-cooked. And you can use Dungeness crab, you can use king crab, you can even use imitation crab, which most people do. But for me, I'm going to use the real deal. And this is like an 8-ounce container, guys. And I'm going to put all this in. Okay, and we're going to use 8 ounces of cream cheese. And I got a couple containers open here from different recipes, so I got to use them up. So let me get a spatula. And this is about 8 ounces, give or take. And this is cream cheese. Just another good way to use up stuff in your refrigerator. And I don't have any fresh garlic. I would put some in, but I do have granular or powdered. And I'm just going to put in a couple teaspoons. And I have some Worcestershire. And I had one young lady tell me she calls it worse than your sister. I thought that was pretty funny. So we're going to do a couple teaspoons of it. And we're going to put some soy sauce in. A couple teaspoons. And I'm going to put a little pepper. And we're going to mix this all up. And I've never had this before. So this is all new. Something different to make with your crab. Okay, I think that's good. Let me clean up a little bit. Okay, these are the wontons I was able to find. So I'm gonna find the secret how to open these. And we're gonna start getting these going. And I'm gonna set them up so they don't dry out, and I'll show you on that. Okay, here's our wontons. And I'm going to put them on this plate, and I'm going to cover them with this dampened cloth so they don't dry out. Okay. And we're going to take our first one. We're going to lay it on our cutting board. And I have my tiniest scooper that we're going to use. And we're going to just plop that in there. Okay. And we're going to use water to seal the deal. So go all the way around the edges and bring up the 2 points. Can you see what I'm doing? Bring it up like that. Pinch them together. And then bring up the sides and pinch them, okay? Just like that. And pinch them good, okay? Just like that. And then we're going to set them to the side, okay? And we're just going to keep going with what we're doing. I don't know how many this is going to make. And we'll just go with it. I'll show you again. Just like that. Okay. And you bring up this other end. And you pinch the sides. Just like that. Kind of make like a little pillow. Okay. And we'll set that aside. And we'll keep doing this until we get a bunch made. Okay, guys. We got plenty. And I'm going to move them around so I can get them more easily. And we're going to fry these, not all together, in small batches. And I was trying to make a different one, more fancier, but didn't work. But hey, it's a triangle. So I'll bring you over to the little fryer. And we're gonna plop these in, and we're gonna just cook them until they're nice and golden brown, which should only take a few minutes. And I'm gonna line my plate here with some napkins to help absorb some of the grease. Okay. I'll put a few in. Maybe about 6. And we're just gonna let that cook and And guys, you can use shrimp, chicken, you can use like pork, you can even use fish, you can just use straight vegetables if you want a vegetarian kind. Nothing wrong with that. I'll let these drain. You don't want the filling all coming out. I'll bring it back when they're done. Okay guys, here's our mountain of wontons, or known as crab rangoons. Okay, so I'm going to plate these up, and we'll call that a video. This was fun. It's a new learning curve, or learning wheel in my wheelhouse. I've never made them before. So the secret is, if they flip upside down when you're frying, the cream cheese that's in there is going to start oozing out. And that's what happened to some of these. That's why some of them were kind of light. I didn't want to lose all the filling. So, yeah. Like I said, you could do them in an air fryer at 350 for about 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. And, you know, spray them before you put them in. But yeah, I think it's a winner. Okay, let's plate this up and make it look pretty. So, I got my little plate here. And I have my homemade sweet and sour sauce. So right now, this is like an appetizer for Farron and I for dinner. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun, because you can make them any flavor that you want, you know. So, yeah. If you guys make these, let me know if you changed the ingredients inside. You know, let's learn off of each other what you did and how it worked for you and stuff. But I think this is going to be great. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Love you guys. See you soon.